to March Pain's midlife festive crisis. So, similarly to the last few years, I will be opening an advent calendar this year again. So there'll be 24 episodes because there's 24 windows in the calendar. I think the one that I opened the first year, there were actually 25, so I got to open something on Christmas Day. But this year there's only 24. But that's not including the doll. So today I'm going to be opening the doll and also the first window. So just to kind of catch you up a little bit, if you remember, and I will put links to the videos down below, but I have previously opened advent calendars. The first year one, I opened this Barbie here. She might not be wearing exactly what she got in the calendar, but I think certainly the outfit bit is. The shoes probably aren't, and I think the sunglasses are from a Barbie extra. So this was kind of like a standard Barbie, which was in the box, and then you got sort of clothes and accessories for her throughout the Advent period. The theme was kind of like beachy. So she came in a bikini and she had lots of sort of things that you would have on the beach. Nothing like warm clothing, for instance. She was basically dressed for Christmas in the Caribbean or something. You know, she wasn't she wasn't wintry themed. So there was a new one released this year, which I didn't get. I almost got it, but I opted for the second option, which I will show you in a second. But yeah, so that was year one. Year two, I actually unboxed a colour reveal advent calendar. Now, this one was not released last year. This one was released the previous year. So I got it cheap, basically. So the outfit that she's wearing is part of what she got in the calendar and also part of a collab that was done for ice skating. I can't remember the exact hashtag, but I'll put a link to the video down below if I remember. So this little skirt here was actually made by Millie over at Miri Saru. And the ice skates here were, well, at least I think that the blade part was created by Darren and Mana over at Dolls Rescued, and the boot was actually sent to me with these attached, with the blades attached, also again from Millie. So a huge thank you to all of them. She actually looks really good in this. The clothes that came with this doll in the advent calendar were actually pretty good, but there were very few of them. A lot of the other accessories were not amazing, and the doll herself, obviously she doesn't have hair. She was like a proper colour reveal in that she was dunked in water and obviously revealed. She got a hole in the back of her head, as do we all, where you can kind of plug a hair socket into it, which is kind of weird. Her articulation is also minimum. The previous girl that I showed you, her articulation is sort of like a fashionista, so she doesn't have bend at the elbows or at the knees, but her arms do kind of come out, and her legs also come out. This one is very, very basic. I guess because she's one that is basically fully submerged in the water, and if they had the other joints, the water would go probably inside and everything. So, without further ado, let me unveil the calendar that I'm going to be unboxing this year. And it is this one here. So this is the Barbie Cutie reveal calendar, advent calendar. They haven't done one of these before. Obviously they do the Cutie reveal dolls, which I don't actually have any of, which are kind of similar to the colour reveal, but basically they are in kind of like a mascot outfit or a furry outfit, and you basically remove it and you can kind of swap bits around and create other looks for them from that. I'm going to be unboxing the doll today. Now the doll is, I believe, in the middle section here, which doesn't have a number on, which is kind of a bit weird. So it's like, do you open it, do you not? But there's nothing to even indicate that that is where the doll is. It's just that there's a very long window, so it's kind of a bit of guesswork. If you have a look on the back, it does actually show you what you get. Now, with the other calendars, particularly remember the first year one, which was the regular Barbie with the fashions and things like that, there was something you could remove. So if you were giving it to a child, they wouldn't see everything they were getting. Although the pictures on the front, on the actual kind of picture part of the calendar, you do kind of see what they're going to get. It's kind of a huge giveaway, really. But yeah, so I can show you the back. Did I show you the back? Look, you can't really... it's here what you're going to get, but there's a nice picture there as well of the doll with the various bits that we're obviously going to get in the calendar. So the information at the top here basically explains the whole sort of like furry mascot bits that you're going to get. It also explains the cold and heat element. So the face will change depending on whether it's cold or warm, and you can obviously sort of kickstart this by getting some ice water and just putting it on the face, and that will change that. There's also that same element in a few of the surprises that you're going to get in the calendar as well. So let's crack this baby open, which is obviously going to be this long one here. As I said, they don't really say anything. They don't say, you must open the doll first. That would be good, wouldn't it? Instructions. The instructions are probably in with the doll, because I think that's what happened last year, when the instructions were literally in one of the windows, which you wouldn't have opened yet. Anyway, look, let's open this and see. Now, I have to be honest, when I got this, number 5 was kind of a bit pushed in. It was covered in plastic, but I don't know if these windows are quite easy. The cardboard doesn't seem as thick, because I remember the first year, the box was actually quite chunky and it was a little bit hard sometimes to actually get them out. But anyway, look, enough of that. Let's go for it and open this and see what the doll is like. Are you excited? Drum roll. Also, if you do it at this angle, you can actually see what's in the rest of the calendar. So I would advise any parent of a child to kind of just make sure they're faced on to the calendar, the front of the calendar, rather than doing it from a side angle, because they will ruin it for themselves. Okay, so look, the doll is here. Hopefully she can just be lifted out when she's not got stupid tags on her. Oh, yeah. Brilliant. So there we go. So look, that is the doll. As I said there would be, there are instructions in with her. You would have thought perhaps there would have been like a window where you could see the doll maybe, or even like just have this bit empty. No, not empty, but have it without the window and just have the doll in there. And then you can remove the doll every day, put the clothes on, put it back in the thing. It's just a thought. Anyway, look, we've got that open now. Yeah, so here are the instructions. I'm not going to read it because it's pointless. I think we can all work it out for ourselves. But it's basically got the same kind of information as it had on the box as well, in that you basically get the doll and then you dress it in the stuff that you get from the calendar. So that is that. So here is the doll. Now obviously this is the first time I'm seeing her as well. I'm going to bring her up to the camera so you can try and see her. So there we go. So that is her face. So she's kind of got a tan skin complexion. Her hair is blonde with pink and sort of blue streaks in. It doesn't feel amazing, but it does need a brush for sure, and it seems to be inclined to sort of twist around, so I guess it's kind of the way it's been sort of stored. I'm trying to see if she's got pixel face. 1 second. So I think she does have pixel face a bit, but it's not really that noticeable. And obviously I don't know if they have to paint them differently when they're doing the sort of the heat thing, which I guess I should show you at some point. So she is on a different kind of body. Now, I haven't seen this body before. This is the body which the Cutie Reveal dolls tend to be on. in that they have a little bit more articulation than the Fashionistas. And it's probably not that dissimilar to the Barbie Extra sort of articulation. So the head does a tilt and obviously goes up and down, which is good. The shoulders also go up and around and up, like that. There is elbow articulation as well. There's no wrist articulation, which is kind of okay, I suppose. I mean, at this point, any articulation is better than none. So, again, yeah, I'm not going to show you the second arm because it's exactly the same. And with the legs, they kind of come out like that, and you can bend them at the knee. And again, there's no articulation at the ankles. But that's actually pretty good. I mean, if the Fashionistas have this kind of articulation, I think people probably wouldn't complain so much about them. But, you know, I suppose they are very cheap dolls. Okay, so I've also brushed through the hair, and it's a little bit coarse. It's not too bad. I love the colours in it. As you know, I do kind of go for fantasy coloured hair. So it's really nice. I love the kind of the pastel colours that they've used in it as well. I should have mentioned before, and obviously you can see that she does come with a sort of moulded on and painted on bikini, or, you know, all-in-one, or whatever we want to call it. So obviously be aware of that. So yeah, on the whole, I would say I'm actually quite happy with her. So let's open the first window, because this was not number one, which it probably should have been, because that would make more sense, wouldn't it? But anyway, so look, I'm going to put her behind me here. You can't see her because she's out of the way. I will have to reorganise how I'm filming these because it's not great, is it? So let's have a look and see. So number one is over here. So it's actually a fairly big one. I'm sure you don't need to see me struggling with it, but I know that that's what a lot of people will watch this for. Oh, so the first thing we get is this. So this is obviously the kind of headpiece. So it is a reindeer one. And I know last year they basically released winter-themed cutie reveal dolls. And they did have a reindeer, which I actually really liked. It was probably the one that I liked the best. I know that Sarah over at Octopudding did an unboxing of one, so I will put a link down to that video as well in the description box. So this obviously is this year's version of the reindeer. I think it's the same apart from the colour. So this is kind of like a nice sort of turquoise, or sort of pastel turquoise. It's got basically these kind of like silver dots over it, possibly to look like sort of speckling. I don't know if, or maybe look like snow, but it is actually only on the turquoise bit. So I'm guessing it's just to look like sort of speckling, which is cute. It does have these little kind of like silver antlers at the top. We've got little ears as well. The face is very cute. So it's obviously got these really nice big plastic eyes here. And it's got some blushing as well here on the cheeks, which I think are heart-shaped. Yeah, so they're pink heart-shaped, which I think is actually quite adorable. There is also a little nose as well. The nose is also plastic. So the nose is plastic and the eyes are plastic. So yeah, so that is that. Now, I could put it on her head, but it's going to look very strange. But I guess you're kind of meant to. She's going to be cold. If she's going out in the snow with this on, she's going to be very cold. I'm not going to put the hair inside the head, which I think you're meant to do, only because I've literally just brushed it. So it will make it weird. Because obviously this doesn't look weird at all, does it? Hello, I'm Reindeer Girl. So yeah, that would actually keep you warm. I mean, she can't see, but at least she's going to be, at least her face is warm. The rest of her body, probably not so much, especially because she's got like a plastic bikini on. But yeah, so that is day one. Please join me again tomorrow for unboxing or unveiling of what is behind the second window of the calendar. It will be a lot shorter than this video, by the way, so don't panic that I'm going to do 20-minute videos every single day. Also, a big shout out to Kim over at The Doll, The Witch and the Wardrobe, who I know is going to be unboxing a advent calendar every day for the whole of December. So I'll put a link down to her channel in the description box below. Please go and check that out. Also, let me know if you're unboxing an advent calendar this year, and I will try and put a link to your channel in the description box below as well. Please share the video with anyone who you might know is a big fan of Christmas and loves advent calendars. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you tomorrow for window number 2. So until then, take care. Bye.